What happens when a seemingly ordinary man hides a chilling secret that shakes an entire community? Jia Wenge was no ordinary criminal. Behind closed doors, he orchestrated one of the most horrifying crimes imaginable, luring dozens into his home, only to lead them to their demise. Stay tuned as we unravel the shocking story of Jia Wenge, a tale so disturbing it will leave you questioning the depths of human darkness. In a quiet neighborhood, life seemed normal, until it wasn't. Jia Wenge, a man whose outward appearance showed no signs of menace, became one of the most infamous names in true crime history. Reports claim he ended the lives of 42 people, and what's even more horrifying, their remains were found buried in a pit beneath his basement floor. In this video, we'll uncover: who was Jia Wenge? How did he carry out his crimes unnoticed? What clues finally led to his capture? But before we get into the chilling details, let's ask the question that haunted authorities for years. How did a single man keep such horrors hidden in plain sight? Born into a modest family, his early years gave no indication of the monster he would become. Neighbors described him as polite, quiet, and someone who kept to himself. But behind his calm demeanor lurked a calculating predator. Wenge was no stranger to manipulation. Using charm and persuasion, he targeted individuals who were either desperate for help or simply unsuspecting of his true intentions. His home became a trap, a place where hope turned to horror. What's even more chilling is that his victims came from all walks of life. From travelers seeking shelter to locals who saw no harm in a friendly invitation, Wenge's ability to mask his intentions allowed him to carry out his crimes undetected for years. But how did no one notice the dozens of disappearances? The answer lies in his methodical planning and the location of his home, a secluded area where screams would go unheard and questions remained unasked. Wenge's modus operandi was as horrifying as it was calculated. He would lure individuals to his home, often under the guise of offering assistance or hospitality. Once inside, he used a mix of charm and deceit to lower their guard. Reports indicate that Wenge drugged his victims shortly after inviting them in. The substances left them incapacitated, unable to defend themselves or escape. This was the beginning of their horrifying fate. The pit in his basement was a crucial part of his sinister operation. Not only did it serve as a burial site, but it also symbolized the depth of his calculated evil. Experts later revealed that the pit was meticulously dug, with reinforced walls to prevent detection. This wasn't a spur-of-the-moment decision. It was a premeditated act that required planning and precision. But why did he choose to keep the bodies? Was it a trophy of his twisted ego, or simply a way to hide his tracks? These questions remain unanswered, adding another layer of mystery to this already disturbing case. For years, Jia Wenge operated in the shadows, but as with most criminals, his mistakes eventually caught up to him. The turning point came when a missing persons report led authorities to connect the dots. The first major clue was a pattern of disappearances linked to individuals who had last been seen near Wenge's home. Neighbors began to notice odd behaviors, strange smells emanating from his basement, and unexplained noises during the night. These subtle signs raised suspicions, prompting a closer look. When authorities finally raided his property, what they discovered was beyond comprehension. The pit in the basement revealed the remains of multiple victims, each telling a grim story of Wenge's calculated cruelty. What's even more chilling is how close he came to escaping justice. Wenge had already begun planning his next move, and if not for the timely intervention of law enforcement, who knows how many more lives he would have claimed. What drives someone to commit such heinous acts? Psychologists who studied Wenge's case point to a mix of psychopathy and a deep-seated need for control. His ability to appear normal while carrying out such horrific acts is a hallmark of individuals who lack empathy and remorse. Wenge's crimes also reflect a disturbing level of intelligence. From selecting his victims to concealing their remains, every action was part of a larger plan. This level of forethought is what makes his case so chilling. It wasn't just murder. It was a calculated game of life and death. But while Wenge may have been a master manipulator, he was not invincible. His overconfidence and need to escalate his crimes eventually led to his downfall, proving that even the most cunning criminals leave behind a trail. Jia Wenge's story isn't just about the horrors of his crimes. It's a sobering reminder of the darkness that can hide behind the most ordinary facades. His ability to blend into society while committing unspeakable acts raises important questions about how such individuals go unnoticed for so long. As we end this chilling tale, here's something to think about. How well do you really know the people around you? It's a question that will linger long after this video ends. If this story left you with goosebumps or made you rethink everything, share it with someone who loves unraveling the mysteries of human nature. And let us know in the comments, what do you think drives someone like Jia Wenge to commit such horrifying acts?